You know, at this time of the year, the weather in South Florida is constantly changing, which can mean disaster for your property and your personal health. CERT Restoration is your solution. CERT Restoration is a full, certified, and insured restoration company, servicing now the Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties. At CERT Restoration, no job is too difficult. We specialize in leak detection and prevention, roof tarping, as well as water extraction and mold remediation. With CERT Restoration, you can trust for a quick response with our world-class 24/7 emergency service. CERT Restoration has been in this industry for over 5 years. With our industry know-how, credentials, training, and extensive experience, we are proud to say we have consistently met and exceeded our clients' expectations. The rainy South Florida season is upon us. Hazardous buildup like mold has grown to be a property owner's worst nightmare. CERT Restoration take pride in spreading awareness in our community of health hazards caused by mold. Get your free property evaluation today. Call us at 866-217-7462. That's 866-217-7462. Or visit our website at CERTRestorationLLC.com.
Good evening, everyone. My name is SABBINA VALBRUN with CERT Restoration, Woman in Construction. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your busy day today to watch the Community Trailblazers Show. Welcome, and you are watching for Jasper TV and listening to 980 AM. Today we have an amazing topic, a beautiful, wonderful guest that's going to come on and talk about her product and talk about herself. Again, my name is SABBINA VALBRUN with the Community Trailblazers Show, and let's welcome my amazing co-host, Steve. Not Steven, but Steve.
There's an inside story on that one. Hello, I'm Steve Stewart, your business continuity expert. I help business owners protect themselves and plan for the unexpected. And so, but today, rather than talk about business or the unexpected, we have our amazing guest who's going to talk to us about what I call the other type of wealth. Once again, your health and how you can properly manage it. So, Dawn, go ahead and introduce yourself to our listeners.
Well, hello there, and my name is Dawn Cotler. I am with the Super Patch Company. I am a founding member of the company in Florida. The company originated in Canada. We're in 34 countries right now and adding every year. It's taking over the world because it's drug-free wellness, and we use modalities. We have different patterns on our patches that send signals that use your skin as a receptor to send signals to your brain to help with your brain help with your body and its needs. So we don't say we cure anything, but we help with different things. I myself have MS, fibromyalgia. I've broken my back 3 times. I've broken my neck twice, along with 45 other bones. I was in the racehorse industry for 22 years, and most people in the racehorse industry can tell you similar stories to me. Also in the show horse world, with the jumpers and dressage. So yeah, when you're around big horses, they can be a little rough. And I was in 2 very bad car accidents. One, I was in the hospital for 4.5 months. They never thought I would walk again. Still, my neurosurgeons don't know how I walk, and I contributed to my patches. Without them, I'd be stumbling all over the places with my diseases and whatnot. But we are the newest, greatest MLM company out there. In 2 years, we're in our 3rd year now as a patch company. We have sold over $300 million in product. It's catching on that fast, and the inventor has spent over $25 million of his own money investing in research. We have all our patches are studied. We have 16 different white paper studies out there that are available to anybody that wants to be a customer, wants to be an associate. We have meetings every week to tell us about the latest and greatest. One which I just put on, my host here is Zen Patch. And what it does, it helps with memory, it helps with focus, it helps with clarity, so you can get your tasks done. Every patch, and we have 15 of them, does something different. So if you guys have any questions for me or how I got into it.
Yeah, well, I know we noticed that you have quite a few
Yes,
different
there's
ones. If you
15
can kind of maybe
altogether.
like go over what you have on the table, what they're
Okay, I
good
just brought
for.
some. I have a whole rack of
Yeah.
them back here, but I threw some on the table that were on my purse. This is called the Boost Patch. So I know everybody is low on energy, with their family and running from here to there with work and everything else. This takes the place of sports drinks, of supplements that you are taking that, are not good for you. Not all supplements are bad for you, but you're taking sports drinks are very bad for you. They're full of sugar. They have a lot of side effects. Don't let them tell you they're great for you, because they're just not. We've done studies on it. This is letting your brain help your body just be ready to go. No highs, no lows, no crashes, no sugar rushes, no changing your A1C. This just helps you have energy all day long. This is one of the most important patches to me personally. It's called Freedom. It's for pain. Because I've broken my back 3 times and my neck twice, I have a lot of pain. I've had 4 or 5 back surgeries. 2 of them were bad failures and made it worse. Without this patch, which I wear every day, I probably wouldn't be here doing this show today. This, if you have pain anywhere, chronic pain in your body, instead of taking meds all the time, which I know the pain management doctors, they get you hooked on NSAIDs. You don't get hooked on this. There's nothing. It's your brain helping your body, and to have less pain. Who doesn't want that? Even if it's something you twisted an ankle, and you want less pain for a week, that's your go-to. The Zen we just did, the Lumi patch. Who doesn't want brighter, glowing, clearer skin? I'm not just talking your face. I am talking your whole body. This you put on, in 24 hours you will see a difference. You don't have to wait a week. You don't have to put creams on for a month. In 24 hours you will see a difference. The longer you wear this patch, the more your inner glow will come out. So think of your blood changing your body and how it's presented to have just a beautiful glow. The Lumi patch. I should have them all out, but kick it. Kick it is if you have a habit that you want to change, like drinking, smoking, drugs, eating, chewing your nails. I don't care what it is. Any bad habit. What this patch does, it disturbs the craving in your brain that makes you want to have that cigarette, have that drink, have that drug. It won't automatically make you stop. You have to, in your mind, say, I want to give this up. But this will disturb the craving and make it a lot easier, and you're not putting other things, stimulants in your body to help you with that. This is just letting your brain help your body say, enough is enough. I have to stop doing this bad habit. Drug-free. This is our original patch, Liberty. This one does the most. This is what I test people with. It's called the Liberty. It was our original patch. We now have one that's close to it called the Victory patch. It changed my life, and I'll tell you that story in a moment. But what it does, it helps with your balance, stability, range of motion, and it gives you more energy, more strength, and it puts your brain in homeostasis, which means perfect balance. If your brain is in balance, your whole body functions better. And this is just a wonderful patch. We also have a patch called Defend, and I have it on the rack over there, but I'll get you to go to my website and look it up. Defend is probably our second most important patch. I would always wear it with this patch. Defend can change your blood in 30 minutes. So we have done multiple live blood analysis, taken people out of audiences, pulled a drop of blood out of them, put it under a microscope. What happens with your blood is it honeycombs. So your red blood cells get almost like in a honeycomb, or think of a beehive type. They get stuck together. There's no oxygen around the red blood cells, so it's very important. If there's no oxygen, they can't move. They just get stuck together, like they're stuck like honey. With the Defend patch on, it opens up in 30 minutes the blood cells. It lets the white blood cells travel. If you have a virus or an infection of any kind, the white blood cells need to travel to that area. It could be a wound, it could be allergies, it could be a virus, but the white blood cells are what is why your white blood cell count is so important. If they can't move anywhere in the body, they can't help you. If you watch this live blood analysis that we have available on our website, you can see how the white blood cells can move through the red blood cells, and the oxygen that surrounds each red blood cell, which is moving freely now. Think of a stream of blood going through your body. And it helps in so many ways with, any kind of illness that you have. I had the flu. Well, my husband had a terrible flu just before Christmas, and he got it from work. Everybody at work was sick, and I'm like, gosh, I hope I don't get sick. But no, I don't get sick. So he went to the doctor. He did the Z-Pack. That didn't work. He did the antibiotics. That didn't work. He was buying over-the-counter stuff. That didn't work. And he was miserable. And we had so much going on over the holidays. And I said, put on a Defend patch. In 2 days, he was better.
Nice.
So about 5 days after he was better, who comes down with the flu but me? I hadn't had a flu in a couple of years. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I think I'm getting the flu. Next day, no voice. I was doing an event that night. I had no voice. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I put on a Defend patch. By that night, I was able to talk. I called my partner that I work with. I said, you might have to do all the speaking because I have no voice. He's like, okay. By that night, you couldn't shut me up. So within 24 hours, my flu went away. And I get terrible allergies. I work outside. I still work with horses. So from barn to barn, between the hay and the dirt and the dander, I'm always blowing my nose. When I wear my Defend patch, I have it on here, I don't have that problem. I don't have that issue. So if you look at me, I wear several patches. I have them all over my body. Sabrina knows this.
Yeah.
She's never seen me without a patch,
No.
or 2 or 3 or 4, because you can wear multiple patches for different things, and they work together. I love to wear the Liberty patch first because it does put my brain in homeostasis, which is perfect balance. It helps the other patches react to your brain better. So we are available. I have a website, dawncotler.superpatch.com, no spaces. I'd love for you to look up the website. We are always looking for associates because this is not the kind of thing you can put on a shelf in a Target or a Walmart, because you have to explain what these can do. We are being copied by multiple companies online. We are the only company in the world that does what we do, studies what we do, puts out white paper studies, all from different universities. No 2 studies have been done at the same university, because Jay is that anal about, I want to be legit. I want the studies done. They report them, the results, good or bad. We've never had a bad study, so that's a good thing. Good. But he goes along with that. He goes, report with the findings. 96% of people have had great results with the patches to date, and we've sold over 300 million. We will probably surpass 500 million in sales this year.
Nice.
So if you'd like to join our company, it's so easy. Just go to my website, dawncotler.superpatch.com. There's an area there where it says become an associate. It costs $40 for a membership. If you buy one of the kits, your membership's $1. So it's, you know, I still work with show horses, and because this has changed my life so much, I need these patches. I have gotten off 85% of the drugs they have given me for my MS, for my fibromyalgia, for my pain from my back injuries. I could not go a day without them. You could take my house, you could take my car, you will not take my patches.
Take the dog, take the cat.
Maybe not the dog. but that's, you know, I feel very strongly about these patches. Super, super passionate. All of my horse friends, they wear the patches because they're all broken in some way. I don't care what you do, how much money you have, you know, what kind of house you have. Your health is the most important thing in life.
Yes,
and you can't buy good health unless you wear a patch. Which will improve your health. We will not say we cure anything, but we will improve your health in a drug-free, ingredient-free, no modalities. Don't have to. I have a stimulator in my back. I call it my cell phone now. They didn't tell me this. I have to charge myself every day for an hour. It's a real pain, but they don't tell you things that could happen. I had my thyroid out a couple of years ago. Sabrina knows. I went 2 years with no voice. They were going to get me a microphone so I could talk. I have my voice back, and after 6 months of physical therapy and doing video radiographs, they're like, "We're sorry, your vocal cords are paralyzed because they hit them during the surgery." And I was like, "But I sell patches, what am I going to do?" And they're like, "Well, you know, sometimes that happens. Nobody tells you this stuff. You just sign, you just initial.
Yeah.
You just initial when you have an IV in your arm and you're going into the operating room." And anyway, after 6 months of therapy, they gave up on me. Well, within a year, slowly, not overnight, I got my voice back. It's not the same voice I used to have, but people can hear me, which is the most important thing.
Yeah.
So I can do something like this. I, in my heart of hearts, believe this is what did it, because paralyzed vocal cords that are cut, they don't grow back. They had to break down and tell me that after 6 months of therapy. So I'm appreciative of these patches for so many reasons, and they can help not just anybody. We have used them on kids that couldn't sit up, that are 8 months old, that can't sit up because their muscle hasn't developed. We can put patches on them, and their muscles, all of a sudden, they can sit up. I have seen people get out of wheelchairs. It's keeping me out of a wheelchair, I can guarantee you that. I have seen kids with autism talk for the first time. I have seen my
Kids remain
husband
calm.
with ADHD be able to focus on things and get things done without the hurricane going through my house that he can be sometimes. You know, I have 1,000 stories, and we actually have a testimonial page that has, I don't know, about 80,000 testimonials of things that these patches have totally changed their lives in some way or another. And it's just not one thing. It's like, you name it. I mean, you could ask me anything. Could it help with that? Could it help with this? And I could refer you to the testimonial page. So if you would like to know more, DM me. I'm Donalita MacIsaac Cotler on Facebook. I'm DawnColter.superpatch.com, and I would love to have you as an associate because we are on a mission to help 1 billion people, and we're rolling. We're a rocket ship. The medical community is accepting us with open arms. Big Pharma, not so much. They're very weary of us, and they're, you know, we're disturbing their process. Let's put it that way. But Jay has dotted all his I's, put all his periods in the right place. We have a patent for 50 years after he passes away.
Nice.
There is nobody that can copy us and be the super patch. Yes, you will see on TikTok or on YouTube people with patches. Yes, there are other patches out there, but there is nothing like the super patch. It's amazing. It's changing lives every day. We have over 80,000 members worldwide, and always looking for more because this is a passion project. He started this to help his mother. 25 years ago, his mother had MS, and he is a numbers man. He went to MIT. He's not a doctor. His brother's a doctor. His son is a doctor. But he was an engineer, but a tech guy. And he had 2 startup tech companies that he made millions. And he decided he was living in San Francisco, living the tech life, fancy cars, fancy houses, clothes, everything. And he said to himself one day at the age of 32, at 32 he had all this in San Francisco. He's like, I am not a happy person. There's something not right. Had a beautiful wife, had 2 young kids. And he thought about it and he said, I didn't help my mother. And when he was 13 years old, his mother, they lived in Toronto, Canada, his mother suddenly got diagnosed with MS. She was the mom that would take him to football practice, to hockey practice every day. He loved sports. We're very involved in the sports world, Olympics, NFL, NHL, NBA, you name it. But she went from being the mom that took the kids everywhere, was very involved in everything they did, to being in a wheelchair and needed full-time help. They could not afford full-time help. So Jay had to give up his sports, his after-school activities at the age of 13. He was the oldest, and take care of his mother. I guess I'm going to tell this story because it means a lot to me. He said to his father one day, he got a little mad, as teenagers would. Can you imagine today this happening? Giving up all your friends, your after-school activities, your sports, to take care of your mother, to make supper. His father was working. His father was a fireman, and sometimes had to be away for days at a time when they have those 24, 48-hour shifts. So he said to his father one day, Dad, life's not fair. It's just nothing's fair in life. And I have to be home all the time, and I hate it. So his father went out, and I'm dating myself and Jay a little bit, but he bought Encyclopedia Britannica. You guys probably know what that is. So it was encyclopedias A to Z. They were about this thick, about 800 to 1,000 pages each. And when I was in school, if you had to do some kind of report, you didn't Google, you didn't do AI. You actually looked things up, read about it, and then wrote your report. So he said to Jay, you had to do it. You had to do your own reading and researching.
Not the kids
Can
now.
you imagine? But this is how it was 25 years ago. We've come a long way.
Yes.
Anyway, his father brings home this, and we had one at our house. It was this big, many volumes. You see them on the old movies from the 80s. But he said, Jay, you're going to read every one of these encyclopedias, and I'm going to test you on them while you're sitting here with your mother, and if she needs anything, you get her whatever she needs. So his father would test him every week, just randomly turn to a page and test him on something. Jay he doesn't say it, he has a photographic memory. That's not his words, that's mine. But he would get 100 every time, And he goes, yeah, Dad, I read it. And he goes, well, then read them again. And then read them again. So he memorized, I don't know, 26 letters, 26,000 pages of information. He said what it did for him was give him the thirst for knowledge. So it didn't matter if you were talking about elephants in Africa or tea in China. He knew something about it. You can go to Jay and ask him about anything. He's read about it. He has remembered it. It's back here, and he has the beautiful mind. That's what I say. He's one of my he is my mentor. I have a couple, but he's at the top. Because he doesn't use his knowledge to say, I am better than you, I am smarter than you. He's like, let me help you. And he finds people on his level to help us in the company, as far as being salespeople, as far as being one with ourselves, as far as being happy with ourselves. And, a lot of people that are in our company are like me. They had a serious issue, and the patches helped them. But he goes further than that. He finds mentors to help us. Like, we have meetings that he pays for, and if we want mentorship, he gets it for us. So he's not just collecting money. It's not about the money for him. He has his money. It's about helping people. So I will go back to his mother. He decided at 32 years old, I'm going to sell my tech company that's making millions out here in San Francisco. I'm going back to my mother, and I'm going to take her, I'm going to research, I'm going to take her all over the world to find a cure for MS. That was his journey in life. Well, he took her to 29 countries.
Nice.
And everybody said something, but nobody had the cure. And we still don't have the cure. We haven't cured MS. But he's like, this just went too. So he knew it was about the nervous system, and everything had to do with your scientific, physics, chemistry, neurology. So back to work he went, and he locked himself in a room with computers and chalkboards all over. I've seen pictures of it. That's why I call him the beautiful mind, like the movie. And he went to work. This took 8 years before he did the first patch.
Nice.
Of working 6 days a week, 12 hours a day. The man sleeps on 2-3 hours sleep a night. I don't know how he does it, but that's his life, because he's always working and he's always trying to make these better. And anyway, he found these patches. So long story short, his mother is now 87 years old.
Nice.
And, she had primary progressive MS since the 80s. And he has given her a better quality. I'm not saying she's up dancing, or she was wheelchair bound since the 80s, but she can eat on her own. She can have conversations. She was 20 years ago unable to do anything for herself. Now she's conversating, eating, her grandkids love her. Now she has great-grandchildren that she's been able to enjoy. So that was what everything meant to him. But he's like, if I can help her, I can help others. I had MS. I found this company in a very strange way, but through my family. And the company was 3 weeks old. And I'm like, I need these as soon as possible. And they're like, well, we're not in the U.S. yet. We just started 3 weeks ago. And I'm like, well, why not? And he goes, well, we don't have representatives, associates down there yet. We just became available 3 weeks ago. And I'm like, well, I think you should get them down here right away. And he's like, would you like to be a representative? Now, I have never done anything like this in my life. I'm very good at real estate, at decorating, at horses are my one and only love. And right there and then I said yes. And I'm thinking, what did I say? like, I'm holding down. Am I crazy or something? That was 9 years ago. So every year, the more patches that he develops, the more passionate I get about this company, because I've been able to help thousands of people personally, and we've helped millions of people worldwide. So that's my story about the super patches, and if you'd like to know more, please go to Dawn Cotler, DAWNCOTLER .superpatch.com, no spaces, and or you can DM me at Donalita Cotler Mac. No, Donalita Mac. That's my maiden name. MACISAAC. Cotler. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, and or ask Sabrina. I'll give you my QR code if you like. If you guys have any questions, I could go on and on for hours.
I know. So here's my first question. And it doesn't have to be anything about the patches.
Right.
Horses. Why horses?
Why horses?
How'd you fall in love with horses?
I got my first horse when I was 4 years old.
Well, there you go.
Nice.
And my grandfather was a horse vet and a medical doctor. Also, that's a whole story in
I was
itself.
about to say, we'll have a conversation about that another time.
I have a part two.
But it's just, people call me horse sometimes. Like, I can communicate with horses, and sometimes it's a curse. And when the big show horse people come down here in Wellington, they want me to come and check on their horses and see what, before we call the vets, they call me. Because sometimes the vets have a routine they go through, just like you get blood work, they do this, they do that before they can look at your knee. Well, I'm the guy that says, no, you don't need to do all that. This is what you need to do. And sometimes I can watch a horse in a show ring, and like I say, it's a curse sometimes. I can see something's really wrong, and I know what's wrong, and I won't be able to sleep because of it, even if I have nothing to do with that person.
Yeah.
So I find a way to get a message to the trainer, and they're like, you're crazy, like, you know, and the vet will come out and I'll say, don't do this, do this. I will say I've only been wrong once that I know of. But yeah, so I just have a really close connection with horses. I don't know why. I have a little of my grandfather in me.
It's a gift. We all have our own special gifts, and that's yours.
And I have a deep, deep, deep affection for horses and animals in general. And yeah, I had never done anything like this. And actually, from being in some really bad car accidents, like one summer I was in the hospital for 4.5 months. I missed my first semester of college because of it. So as far as I was concerned, it ruined my life. And they told me I'd never walk again at the time, so yeah, that ruined my life. Anyway, I got so mad that I taught myself to walk again. You know, I was 18 when that happened. But being in the hospital for that long, even though my family, and I come from a large family, they're all in medicine in one form, shape, or another, I cannot go near a hospital. I can go in, if Sabrina was hurt or Steve was hurt, I could go in and say, hi, how you doing? Can I bring you something? And I'm looking for the exits.
Yeah.
I'm like, my skin is crawling.
Yeah.
And people don't get that, but when you spend 4.5 months in a hospital and you're in long-term care, and you hear people crying and moaning at night, and they keep you up all night long.
Traumatizing.
It did. And for that reason, no hospitals for me. Like, you know, I do anything like, let me out of here. And this came along, and it didn't have anything to do with hospitals, but I could help people. And I think my whole family they want to help people. They're in the medical field. can I get this
Yeah.
one?
I want to try this one.
My veterinarian for several years, we meet in mid-December, and he does his whole family and friends and clients, his Christmas list. We go through it. He'll have a list of people, most important to down to clients. Not that they're not important. I'll sell them like a couple $1,000s worth of patches at one shot, you know. And he goes, good, Christmas shopping's done. I'm good, you know. Gets the little bags, pops them in. But it's the gift
It keeps on giving.
that keeps on giving that can change a person's life overnight. So is that worth doing? Yeah, I think so.
Yes,
I
yes,
think so.
it is. Well, because I know for me, I have, I guess, my own personal testimony with the patches. I know they kids friendly, and my kids needed to be qualify for the state speed capital in the Bahamas, and my oldest best time was 104 in the 400. If you guys are track and field sport people, when I say 400, pretty much one lap around the
400 meter.
400 meter, and her best time was a 104. And I'm like, she needs to get qualified. And I'm like, Mama Dawn, maybe my kids need to put some of these patches. And I remember I put the
victory patch,
and
and
then
freedom.
was it the freedom?
Oh, the peace patch too.
Yeah, we
calm
put
them down. They
to
were
come
getting
down.
nervous.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she ran that 458 seconds with the
That's
patches
a huge
on.
difference.
Yes, with the
that's
patches
huge.
on.
Yes.
So we ended up going to Bahamas, and she competed, and she did really good. And so that's my personal testimony with the patches. So I know it works. And I guess anything you believe in too. And my mother-in-law, 85, and she goes up the stairs, down the stairs. I'm an associate, and she wear the pain.
She had back issues.
Yeah,
right?
back issues. At 85 years old,
Something's
she's
wrong at
85. So she's still going up and down. No one is taking her to the bathroom, or she remembers everything. She don't have no numbers saved in her phone. She dialed everybody directly. So
That's
I know.
because she didn't go up with her cell phone.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
That-
So she's still.
We have a focus patch that we use on kids, and it's great if they're doing testing in school, doing anything. But it's Jay has done a study, and kids of college, university age right now have the attention span of 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Is it that long?
Okay. I was like, I said that's long.
Oh, wait, we're putting our finger on the scale? Yeah.
Yeah, they will read something for 30 seconds. Imagine him 25 years ago reading encyclopedias that were this thick.
Yeah.
You know? But we call it switch. It's switch, because, you know, I do it too. I mean, I'm not... But you'll be on your cell phone, and if something's not interesting to you at that second, you never finish reading the article. You just would, you know. Newspapers have gone out of business. Like people that write books, you don't buy books anymore because you don't have the attention span to read a book. And I'm thinking, remember people used to, because my brother reads 2 books like this every week because he's older and he has done it all his life. He knows, he drives me crazy a little bit. He knows everything about everything because he'll buy the most random books or go to the library and just read it. Dawn, I'm reading a book this week. Did you know? And I'm like, I had no idea, Darryl. But anyway, but kids today, they're not going to do that. They're never going to do that anymore.
That's
Because of social media and it stresses. I have some mothers that buy the peace patches from me, buy the focus patches from me because their kids see things on social media and it bothers them to the core, to where I had a suicidal kid, and she's like, she's been seeing a therapist for a year. Like, I'm scared to go to work. I don't know if she's going to be alive when I get home. And I'm like, could you imagine being a mother?
Yeah.
This girl dances. She's like 5'9", beautiful long red hair, but she can dance like nobody you've ever seen. Like, she could be a professional ballerina. But kids pick on her because of this.
Crazy.
Because she's good at something and they're not.
Good and they're not.
Well, maybe that's exactly it.
That's a lot of it.
And like, she doesn't want to live some days. And I look at her, she started wearing the piece and the focus patches 2 years ago. This wants to make me cry. She danced at the Met last summer at 18 years old. I got goosebumps saying that. But she and got a standing ovation, and she's getting a scholarship to Juilliard.
Nice.
This was a kid in Wellington, Florida, which people are in a good position. They were picking on her so bad that she wanted to kill herself. Now she has a scholarship to Juilliard.
Nice.
So that's just, it makes me so sad. When I used to see kids getting bullied when I was a teenager, I'd get in their face. I'm like, yeah, you want to pick on someone, pick on me. Like, I was the protector, you know. Probably why I'm so beat up, you know. I used to always want to protect kids, and maybe this is helping me protect them still.
Absolutely. I think you're still doing it today.
Yes.
Whether you're a kid, whether you're an elderly person, you know, I've taken care of my friend's mother when she was in New York, took care of my own parents for 25 years. You know that. You take care of your mother-in-law. But, yeah, I'm just a protector, but now I have help.
Yes.
And if you want some help, Dawn, one last time, tell us how they could get in touch with you.
You can get in touch at Dawn Cotler, DAWNCOTLER.superpatch.com, or you can DM me. I'm going to put my phone number out there, 561-267-4912. And that's the Super Patch story.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you spending your time with us here today.
Well, thank you. I
guys,
appreciate you having me here.
Thank you. Thanks for coming. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and sign off. I'm Steve Stewart, your business continuity expert, along with our amazing host, SABBINA VALBRUN.
All right. Thank you so much once more for watching For Jaspo TV and listening to 980 AM. And this is the Community Trailblazer Show. As we mentioned before, our number one wealth is our health. So make sure you are taking care of yourself. And if you are interested in trying the patches, or hey, the year just started, if you're confused or about what to do, or looking for, how to generate, extra income, this is an amazing company. Definitely check her out and find out more information on how you can become an associate. And believe me, my favorite one is the one that help you sleep. What's that?
The REM patch.
The REM patch. I was going to talk about that, because you don't need to take all these supplements, because they only suppress the pain or whatever you are going through. You want to try something that's natural. Give it a try. Believe me, you won't regret it. It helps you like sleep throughout the whole night. That's me. That's like my favorite, because I don't play about my sleep. Again, SABBINA VALBRUN, woman in construction with CERT Restoration. See you guys next week. I have another amazing guest that will be speaking to you guys. Thank you again, SABBINA VALBRUN with CERT Restoration.
And I'm Dawn Cotler from Super Patch.
And I'm Steve Stewart, your business continuity expert.
Thank
Bye for now.
you. Bye, and see you guys next week.
You know, at this time of the year, the weather in South Florida is constantly changing, which can mean disaster for your property and your personal health. CERT Restoration is your solution. CERT Restoration is a full, certified, and insured restoration company, servicing now the Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County. At CERT Restoration, no job is too difficult. We specialize in leak detection and prevention, roof tarping, as well as water extraction and mold remediation. With CERT Restoration, you can trust for a quick response with our world-class 24/7 emergency service. CERT Restoration has been in this industry for over 5 years. With our industry know-how, credentials, training, and extensive experience, we are proud to say we have consistently met and exceeded our clients' expectations. The rainy South Florida season is upon us. Hazardous buildup like mold has grown to be a property owner's worst nightmare. CERT Restoration take pride in spreading awareness in our community of health hazards caused by mold. Get your free property evaluation today. Call us at 866-217-7462. That's 866-217-7462. Or visit our website at CertRestorationLLC.com.